So hey y'all, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video podcast edition. So by the title, we're going to be talking about why people hate black features. This stems from a recent post that Memphis rapper Glorilla posted to her Instagram about her looks. I did do a video on this pretty recently. I will link it down below. However, it started conversation about black people and Africanoid features. Africanoid features are features associated with the look, physicality, and appearance of one with African descent. As we all know, genetics and ethnic features can produce a million different combinations. However, we do all know that there are specific features that occur most in certain groups of people. So, Africanoid is defined as resembling or having characteristics of the people of Africa or their artifacts or cultures in the Africanoid races. Over the years, due to slavery, civil rights era, diaspora wars, discrimination, racism, featureism, colorism, texturism, all the isms, this detest of black features has really skunked up black people. All types of black people from all types of places. This is one of the negative aspects that we experience and exert in black communities and countries. So Glorilla posted this statement to her Instagram story and it reads, "This is my last time addressing this. You MFs better get used to this slim body, green pretty A eyes, and big beautiful nose of mine because ain't a damn thing gonna change and y'all can hate yourself all y'all want, but I love me some big glow." So one of the hottest upcoming female rappers out right now is Glorilla. She got her claim to fame from her songs FNF and Tomorrow. Both songs go crazy, especially that Tomorrow. That song is so hard, but people have been picking at her because of her looks. She has, as she described, a slim, slender body, green eyes, and big nose, all of which either fit into Africanoid features or features that people don't want to associate with black women, i.e. being slim with little to no curves. So I thought this topic was interesting because I see it all the time about people hating on certain natural black features, and I wanted to speak on why I think this is. So I've broken this video down into two main talking points, so without further ado, let's get right into this video. So point number one is history. Just a brief overview of the history of how we got here. It's obvious that black people, especially in America, have faced centuries of racial dismay and struggle. This still happens today. Through laws, police and law enforcement, and homegrown racists, yet we don't always speak on or admit to the self-hate that we also do. And it's caused by the history that we have endured. It's almost indoctrinated in black people to have levels of self-hate because of how much historical turmoil black people have gone through. So if our oppressors make disgusting equivalences to black people looking like monkeys and having big lips or meat/beef curtains or being considered a tar baby because of having dark skin, it sticks with some people's mindset. These terms are all derogatory digs at black features, and that hate still remains present in the format of self-hate. The historical woes compose this aftershock of black people being led to believe that we are unattractive and have to conform to European standards of beauty. I want to read an excerpt from an article called "Black People Can't Be Ugly," written by Glorilla'S. If you have one in mind, what you're really revealing is a colonized version of what beauty means. In a world where beauty ideals adhere strictly to Western standards of fair, thin, cis, het, and white people, black people most of the time will be thought of as quote-unquote unattractive because they are further from white ideals. This isn't about personal, physical, emotional, or sexual attraction, but the broader power structures that affect interpersonal relationships and social interactions. Black people, particularly dark-skinned black women, are often regulated as unattractive without any interrogation of where that belief comes from. We are automatically assigned a place of physical inferiority without any hesitation, and the consequences of that are everywhere. Serena Williams is continually masculinized because of her bulkier body type and is often compared as less felt than her white counterparts like Caroline Wozniacki. Leslie Jones, who suffered heinous harassment on social media, was called quote-unquote ugly and quote-unquote gorilla by online trolls. Even black children are not shielded from this criticism. Blue Ivy, who has a more pronounced nose, has been taunted because of her looks. Another reason society deems black people as quote-unquote ugly. Because our features are criminalized, media continually portrays black people as the embodiment of ugly, dirty, and criminal. Even as crimes such as homicide are committed widely across all races, media continues to overrepresent crimes from black and brown people. Even in fiction, representation of black people has generally been depicted as criminals, affecting how we are seen from a young age. Black people also have to reactively challenge the narrative of being defined as unlawful. Prescribing black people as quote-unquote unattractive has consequences beyond name-calling. In non-European countries, the desire for fairer skin, a colonial import, is a health problem. In Nigeria, 77% of women use skin bleaching products to lighten their skin, and 59% of women in Togo use skin lightening products. These products are widely available despite attempts at government intervention. Even as these skin lightening products make cancer more likely and have other health consequences, governments have issues keeping them from consumers. Abroad, colorism is often targeted at African immigrants and black tourists. In countries such as Italy and England, black people routinely report being called quote-unquote ugly by strangers or being kept out of clubs and other establishments for being quote-unquote too dark. In the United States, black girls continuously struggle with their self-esteem as a product of being devalued in society. In the face of all of this, I refuse to engage in an oppressive understanding of beauty that seeks to demonize black features. So the rest of the article is really good, and I will link it below for y'all to check out, but it pretty much sums up the history of how we've gotten to this point of self-hate. It has been a prominent projection in so many facets and industries within our life, especially for black women, and it has trickled down into current day, which brings me to my next point. So point number 2 is present day, like what's going on right now. So with this Glorilla post, you can see the direct effects of modern day antagonizing of black features. Since her newfound fame even started, she has been the butt of jokes about her appeal to black audiences. So let's get into it and be real. Glorilla's black features only bothers people because we as a people have internalized this self-hate and externalized the rejection of features that don't align with our oppressors. And we can point blame at entities that cause this brain fart because it truly is nutty for us to actually believe natural black features are ugly, but many black people also contribute to the slander. Glorilla looks like a natural black woman, right? But in the scope of a female rapper, let alone a black woman that gets to be seen as attractive, we basically say that she doesn't measure up. The majority of female rappers are surgically enhanced in many ways, and like I said in my last videos, it seems like surgeries, the BBL, the breast implants, and all of the facial injectables are a female rap uniform. So Glorilla has chosen not to wear this uniform, and it irks people's nerves even though there's no real issue. We've become so against black features, and it's kind of always been like this, but right now especially. And this is due to the free will option to alter yourself so easily. The knowledge and accessibility to surgical enhancements is almost as simple as going through the McDonald's drive-thru. See, when I talk about all of these factors that black women are free to do but actually serve as a detriment, people say I'm reaching. But it's really not far-fetched to declare that it has people's minds warped. Not only in a mindset to think everybody has to look one way to be seen as pretty, but also that people who don't get enhancements still discharge a distaste for natural black features. How does Glorilla having a big nose and a slim body cause this much controversy? Like, this is like her second or third time addressing this. Like, this is truly absurd. If you go to any hood gas station right now, you see so many Glorilla looking girls, and it's normal to everyday people. But the women who are placed on a pedestal for the culture to glamorize and signify mainly showcase an illusion of being real and attainable through their looks, and an illusion of what represents the reality of black Africanoid features. Glorilla is standing confident in her Africanoid features, which is rare to see on a public spectrum these days. It's kind of off-putting to admit that seeing a public figure be firm in her blackness in its entirety is not that common. Like, that is off-putting to me. As a female music artist, the scrutiny about your looks is massive. It goes further than having to be dripped down in designer, body shape, body size, and body features. It's all about the package of female artists. And in the genre of hip-hop, it has the most artificial requirements. And I mean artificial both literally and figuratively. The literal sense meaning people really want you to conform and go under the knife to get artificial beauty. And figuratively meaning the requirements list isn't a real bylaw that female artists have to follow, but it seems like labels really do have a list of body and feature requirements that they plot out for these artists. And for Glorilla to establish herself as different, it messes with the status quo, which I don't care what anybody says is a good thing. It's great that she rather stand in her natural black features than let the internet convince her already manipulated mindset to become someone that she's not. We are all mentally manipulated to think that having a big nose is ugly, having dark skin is ugly, having large lips are ugly, and more. I'm happy that as a society, we are starting to shake this brain game. There has been a surge of surgical enhancement reversals, or even those who are still getting them are asking for results that aren't as extreme. Glorilla's looks are so distinct that I think from a business and marketing end, it will work in her favor to remain natural. There's a whole demographic of women who share her body type and some of her features that can be her fans. I have a chunky nose, so I like seeing her stand and having a big nose because even though I would consider myself confident, in the past and even still presently, my insecurities can still get the best of me. I think Glorilla is challenging the entire social norm of what people want black women to look like in 2022. Naturally, I'm a slim, thick person, so I'll be honest to say I do meet or exceed the social social requirement. And not to say that I'm better than someone, but it's almost like I got lucky that my body type is even in style. I might not be in style in the next 5 years, but for right now, it is. But for Glorilla, it's like it bothers society to see a slim black woman. And what's weird is that when we see certain black features on other races, we literally praise them. If we see a thick white girl, it's almost like she's become a focal point because her look is considered an exception to the rule or extraordinary, which is completely ass backwards. I see that historical hatred for black people and their features has affected all races, but it's the saddest thing ever about how much it has affected black people globally. We have to take back our power in ways that internally strengthen ourselves as a people. We may not be able to see instant triumph in areas such as social injustices and all of the isms that I've listed, but things like actually having support and admiration for what we look like needs to increase. There's no reason why both white and black people can detest black features and that it's been like this for so long. I think we should really try to revitalize our appreciation for our natural black Africanoid features and be confident that all parts of looking or being black truly is beautiful. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know your commentary on my commentary down below. What do you think? What do you know? Let me know. If you haven't already, please follow me on all of my social media networks, especially my Instagram, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.
I know a bitch who I heard got that itch. She make niggas sick when they get a whiff, when they get a sniff. I'm like, damn, pray for him. She don't have no hits in her lace from the stiff.
Chioma, can I hold some?
Nah, I can't do that. False claiming bitches, but all I said is truth. Yep. Never heard of you when they asked, I said, who's that? Mention in the motherland and it will push your roof. Y'all hoes be swearing y'all get in the bag, but it must be a joke or a gimmick. Y'all hoes be swearing y'all music is hot, but I'll fry your ass on the skillet. Y'all hoes be swearing y'all running the game, but couldn't even play in the scrimmage.
She forgot I'm it, so we about to play tag.
Bam! Whole lot of timers on their ass. Yeah, whole lot of timers on their ass. Goddamn, whole lot of timers on their ass. Man, whole lot of timers on their ass. Better run, cause it's whole lot of